edge things. I mean, the coolest of the coolest, the newest, the nowest, all of it, all right? And we have something that definitely checks every single one of those boxes, because I think all of us really want to get out, we want to move more, but you know, when it comes to biking, then maybe you can go for a little bit, but then you hit one of those little hills and you're kind of like, ugh, wish I hadn't taken that route. That's what e-bikes are all about. You can pedal it, but when you need that extra little help, then that e-bike kicks in, and we have e-bikes now here at HSN. And this is the Hurley Swell4U e-bike, and this is gonna give you, again, that pedal assist as well. So here's what we're doing. Our sale price on this is $1249.99, but we have 5 flex payments. You can split that up onto your credit card, but we also are going to do very special financing. If you use your HSN credit card, then you can split this up into 18 payments, okay? $69.44 a month. You'll pay it for 18 months. As long as it's paid off by then, you'll pay 0 interest, which is such a nice thing. Try to find that out in the stores. But you can choose from a 16-inch frame or a 19-inch frame, whichever suits your kind of height and build. And Bill Duggan is now, he is headed outside. E-bikes are such a smart combination. You know, it really is a hybrid, because if I want to pedal, if it's kind of flat and it's easy and I've got some energy, great. But if I don't, a friend of mine has her e-bikes out in Carmel, and man, you hit some of those hills, it's like, forget about it. Right. So she just kicks it into the E-mode and bam, she can get anywhere she wants to go without having to worry about parking, because Carmel's a little challenging for that.
Parking, registration, fuel. And I don't know if you've noticed, Alice, but while I'm out here, have you seen my feet move at all? I'm not pedaling at all. This is all electronically propelled, which is great, because this e-bike has options. Some of them don't. Some of them just have that self-propelled, so I gotta do a little bit of pedaling and then it kicks in. This actually gives you the best of both worlds. So, first of all, I wanna introduce you to what Hurley is bringing us. I'm gonna jump off here. By the way, the 16 or 19-inch frame difference is pretty much the width between the handlebars and the seat. They say a 19-inch frame is kind of maybe for someone 6 feet or taller. So think of it that way if you're on the fence about what to get. But this is the Hurley Swell. We've all heard of Hurley, right? They're known for that outdoor lifestyle where it's relaxed and fun. Well, now they've given us so much powerful in this beautiful frame, beautiful color. It's this kind of a black blue, just really stealthy, which is great. 85% assembled when you get it. The kickstand's already put on. You add the pedals, which is very easy. You can screw them in yourself. You'll pop on the handlebar. Directions are included. All the electronics in terms of the odometer and everything, which I'm gonna show you, are already set up. The cool part about this, and you'll also attach a seat. You get the rack right here in the back. Can you tell me where the battery is? Normally with an e-bike, it's mounted on top, you can see it, it's within the frame. So it's really discreet. You have keys right up here too, so you can lock up that battery if you'd like, or more importantly, when you leave the bike outside, because maybe I left the bike outside, guess what I took upstairs to the office? Guess what I took upstairs to the dorm room or the apartment? The battery, so I can charge the battery in the comfort of my house, rather than having to take the whole bike upstairs. And then when I need it, it just pops right inside this nice alloy frame, which is great, pops right inside and boom. One thing you have to realize, not all e-bikes are created alike. These are the statistics I want to share with you right off the top if you're shopping. 500 watts of power. We've had other Hurley e-bikes out there, 350, 500 watts means more power. What does that mean? I can get this bike up to 20 miles per hour.
Wow.
20 miles per hour, 20 to 40 miles of range. The range is gonna vary based on the size of the rider, the terrain, and all of that. But more importantly, it's a comfortable ride. And the way you have to think about it, Alice, it's pretty much a 2-in-1. This can be used just as your normal 8-speed bike. Remember those 10-speed, 8-speed big mountain bikes?
Sure.
So yes, I cannot have it powered up, and I can still be pedaling and going along, but then when it starts to get really hot in the afternoon, or when, as you said, you see that hill, I can turn on that E part of the bike, and now I have a nice assistance. So I'm gonna show everyone how this works. One other thing with the design, it's a step-through design. 85% of us. Remember back in the day, it used to be the men's bike with the bar, women's bike.
I hated that bar.
Trust me, I did too. The 85% of us are doing this step-through design because it's easier. It's actually more universal. So it's much easier to get on and get off and get up and riding. I don't know if I can show you guys the handlebars and the controls that are on here, because this is what's great. I don't know which camera I can come to. But right up here, here is your power station. Turn it on. What you're gonna notice, my battery power right over here. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah,
there you go, great. There's my battery life, which is great, easy to read. Here's my odometer when I'm up and running. I'm on level 3. That is the full assistance where I can just use the throttle and not have to worry about it. Start at level 1, that's gonna give me that nice little assistance. I'm pedaling, and boom, I'm gliding. How nice is that? Level 2, will let you glide at a little faster clip, which is nice. Level 3 though, that is my favorite. That is where I don't even have to pedal at all as I'm riding out to happy hour because I don't want to arrive sweaty, or riding off to brunch because I don't want to arrive sweaty, because on this side of the handlebar is where your controls are. Here's that throttle where I can just easily set it up and take off in your other hand, which is great. Or more importantly, I mentioned it's an 8-speed bike. Here are my gears. I'm on gear 5. I can go up to 8, I can go up to 5. Easy to throttle up and down even on your gears. So remember, it's a full 8-speed, comfortable bike from Hurley. But on a day like today in the Florida sun or wherever you're gonna be at, because that's the best part about getting it now, it's gonna be spring and beautiful and you wanna get outside, you're gonna be ready. And check this out, I'm not even gonna pedal, and I'm off to the store, I'm off to get groceries, I'm off to get some coffee, because it's as simple as just riding away and letting the e-bike propel you at 18 miles per hour. Here I go.
That's a pretty fast clip. You know, you are really going to be able to get places with this thing. And you know what? You don't have to worry about parking. You don't have to worry about gas. You don't have to worry about all of those things. You know, wherever you live nowadays, I mean, think about the traffic that can just tie everything up. You don't have to do any of that. It's gonna get you out there, it's gonna get you moving. But the nice part is when you get a little tired, when you hit one of those hills and it's just a little bit more than you can deal with, you don't have to worry about it at all. I mean, if you only want to use it as an e-bike, if you only want to use it as a motorized way of getting around, up to 20 miles an hour, that will get you places, and I mean pretty good distances. And the other great part I love about this particular design, because some of them, like you said, you have to find different ways to charge them. Being able to take that battery and take it wherever you want to, in your house, wherever it might be, and be able to take that portability of the battery and be able to recharge it, that is a huge, huge plus. We have it on a sale price. We have it on 5 flex payments. We have it where we will ship this absolutely free to you to just get on it and try it. Once you get on an e-bike, I promise you, you're never gonna wanna get off. It is a complete game changer. It will change the way you get around. It is amazing to be able to use that motorized aspect and get some pedaling in if you want to, you know, any way you wanna use it. But if you use our HSN credit card, 18-month financing, that is $69.44 a month. We're gonna let you finance it for 18 months. Meantime, we're shipping this right out, okay? You will get this in the next, 7 to 10 days. But e-bikes are something that truly are just going to change your life and your lifestyle, Bill. It really is such an incredible combination of things that I always am a little bit nervous about getting on a bike. I kind of have some bad knees, So if I hit a little hill or something, I can't handle it. Now, just switch the mode and keep on going.
And the thing is, we all have had those excuses, whether it's like, I don't want to arrive sweaty, my knees are hurting. You kids go ahead, I'll meet you there. That's just it. This could be for young and for old alike, whether it's knee issues, dexterity issues, but you want to get out and have fun with it. So remember, this is the Swell bike. You have your choice of frame size, 16 inches to 19 inches, which is the width pretty much between the seat and the handlebar, 19 inches for about 6 foot or taller. The big upgrade with this 8-speed bike looks beautiful, right? It's that E-battery right over there. Christina's just zipping around. She's not even sweating. She can pedal if she wants or turn it on, because where is that battery? It's built into the frame. And it's not just any battery, it's a 500-watt battery. Keys right over here so I can lock it up, make sure it's protected, or when I need to pop it out, I pop the key in. I'm trying to do that backwards, but more importantly, you pop the key in, you turn it. I take this big, large, powerful battery inside. I take it inside to charge it up. I leave it inside, or maybe I take it to the office, because so many more of us are now commuting on these. They're not just for recreational purposes. It's a way to, Remember back in the day when people would ride their bikes to the office, then it was a change of clothes, and then it was a shower. When you can e-bike across campus, you don't have to worry about the huffing and the puffing. I like the fact that the rack back here, it's included. So put your backpack, put your bookcase, your briefcase, whatever you want. Remember, you plug in this part of the battery, which you can leave it in the frame if you want, because maybe your garage is a plug right there. So I leave it plugged in, I leave the battery in, and I'm up and running and going. But when you get it charged up, you have to realize you're gonna have that nice odometer on the front to tell you how long the battery life's gonna be, and it's gonna range. You can get about 20 to 40 miles. I do recommend you charge it up fully overnight, about 8 hours, put it on. You'll be blown away with how fun it is to get back out there. Because sure, another great story, we have a show host at HSN. She took a great vacation this winter. It was a cycling vacation, because let me just tell you this, she's not a cyclist, but her husband is. So they went along, and she's like, I will go, but I need an e-bike. So the beautiful part about it was she would be in there, mile 2, mile 3, and then all of a sudden she's like, okay. She loved it. She'd turn on the E-mode. She'd be passing all these professional bikers without a breeze. I'll see you at the, at the after party. And that's what sometimes we want. Notice I am not pedaling right now. I am working my thumb right up here on the throttle. I'm going as slow as I want. I'm going 4 miles per hour. I can see right down here. Or I'm gonna open it up. Woo! Getting a little faster, getting a little faster. That's just your comfort level. And remember, everything you have or need is pretty much fully assembled. I love the fact that it's that step-through design. So perfect, step through. That bar is gone and removed, where I have to step over or worry about falling it off. That's where Hurley thought of everything. Remember, Hurley knows the outdoor lifestyle. They want to make sure it's fun, efficient, and look good doing it. So when you get the bike home, it weighs about 47 pounds. It's a nice big box. You add the wheels, they come in there, you just screw them on, very easy to do. The handlebar is pretty much fully assembled. You just have to put it in place and align it to your liking. All the other gears and all of that are included. Speaking of included, there is a front headlight up here, which you can easily just turn on that front headlight. Did I turn it on? Boom. It's probably not turning on because we're outside in the light of day, but more importantly, it's easy to turn on the front headlight and even the rear light as well, so you have safety day and night, which is important. 85% assembled, easy to just plug it in and go. But what I appreciate, I got some pride. I don't want to necessarily say I have an e-bike. It doesn't look like an e-bike because you can't see the battery. It doesn't have to perform like an e-bike. Like I'm gonna dial it back a bit and go on level 1, which is great. I have to do a little bit of pedaling. And then all of a sudden with a little bit of pedaling, it's giving me a nice little kick. So I don't have to pedal as much, but it looks like I'm doing my job. It looks like, I'm not phoning it in. But then when I am tired, that last mile, I can easily come right down here to my control panel, level 3, use my throttle. How enjoyable is this? It's funny. I'm watching Christina out here. She's pedaling. I feel bad for her.
She's going all over the place.
Yeah, she doesn't have to pedal. Do I tell her about the e-bike? Where she could just enjoy a nice Friday afternoon out and about. And that's just it. When it's this easy, Alice, we're gonna get back out there. I'm gonna ride down to the mailbox and get the mail. I'm gonna be able to ride along with the kids. As you know, there's a baseball tournament going on and we're in what inning and this game's never gonna end. Sure, let's get on the bikes with the kids and have fun. Or the kids have their skateboards and other devices. And speaking of other devices, there's other electronic devices out there. They make me nervous. Those